Hi everyone, we're going to get started right now. Hopefully you're ready to go. Please make sure that you're taking notes actively, and like Jason mentioned, if you have any questions, we'll go ahead and address those at the end in a question and answer period. This is John Margalite. I'm the CEO of Togally. Myself and Jason Kirby, co-founder and chief Tog, will be presenting to you today. And I wanted to start off by really telling you the story of how Togally was born and the reason why it exists. And what you see here are pictures of myself and pictures. This is my niece and nephew. And what happened is that I was at their 4th birthday party and I realized something. My sister was stuck behind the camera trying to take pictures and document the event. And she wanted to capture these memories. Of course, you can see that they're pretty precious. But she became frustrated very shortly after the party started, because not only was she not enjoying the event and found she was stuck behind the camera, but as you can see here, she wasn't in any of the pictures. So I asked her why she didn't hire a photographer, and she said that she thought it would be a hassle and she wasn't really sure where to find one. So immediately I thought to myself, there are probably many other people that are experiencing this same issue and need a very good solution for it. So being that I'm not a photographer myself, I went and tried to find someone who could help me put this together, and this is when I met Jason Kirby. And Jason has been a veteran photographer for over 10 years and has taught thousands of students. In fact, he runs the largest photography school in San Diego, where we're based out of here in California. And together, once I had the industry expertise behind the idea, we were able to build and create what we feel is the ultimate solution. So moving forward, now that you know the story behind Togally and why it exists, I want to just show you the agenda real quick. We're going to go over what Togally is. We're going to cover how it works. We're going to talk about the features and benefits for you. Of course, talk to you about how you can get started and what the next steps will be after that. So what is Togally? Very simply, Togally is an online marketplace for people to hire local photographers. It's perfect for photographers that want to get more jobs. And simply what we do is we help you get paid to do what you love. Instead of focusing some of your time and effort on advertising, blogging, and things of this nature to help drive traffic maybe to your website, or a lot of people go to networking events and things like that. What Togally really does is it bridges that gap for you and brings you clients in a very seamless manner, so that way you can focus on taking pictures and delivering great products and memories to your clients. And one of the nice things about it is it's completely free to join, and you have access to all the leads that we provide for free. Unlike some other platforms that exist that are also great in many other ways, you have to pay to be able to quote and bid jobs and things like that, or to communicate with clients that have posted a job. But our platform is very different. It's totally free, and we truly believe that there are so many talented people that take great pictures in every community. And what we love about what we've built is it allows them to be discovered by people in their community that need them, and could really benefit from their services. So that's something that we take pride in. And to recap this slide, it exists so, like I said, people can discover you for their photo needs. And so how does Togally work? Well, it starts on the website. Clients come and they land on a home page, which you see here in front of you, which I'm sure most of you have probably checked out. And if they hit the browse button or scroll down, what the clients will find, or I should say the prospective clients, is they'll find different categories here. And from family portraits to birthday parties and so on, if you keep scrolling down, you'll find weddings and other categories. And the client can just simply click on any category they want. Let's say it's family portraits for this example and presentation. And then the system will show them pricing. Now, this is designed so that the customer experience is seamless. We don't want any hassle with negotiating, with quoting, or anything like that. We want a very even playing field where we can let people's portfolios shine and speak for themselves. And this is what the format looks like. Of course, every category you're going to find different pricing. Wedding isn't going to be the same as family portrait and so on. But I just wanted to show you the format. Now, if you have any questions about the pricing itself, we can get to that later on. Just go ahead and type those questions in, and I can explain why it is the way it is. But here you'll see very simply, it shows you the amount of time that's required for the shoot, how many digital images that the client will keep from the shoot, and then of course outfit changes, location changes, and things like that. And we can talk about the money back guarantee afterward. Now, keep in mind that not every client chooses a package. You'll see an option here to create a custom package. Many people do this. So the client can go set their own budget and set their own terms, and then you'll be able to view that as well. Once the client does so, it will then notify all the photographers that are closest, that are in the area, and photographers then have a chance to apply if this is a job that they're interested in doing, and if they're available, of course. And once you submit an application, this is the view that the customer will see. So in this particular instance, there are 3 applications, and the customer can then scroll through. If they click on any of these images, they'll enlarge, and the customer can very quickly get a feel for your work, see if they like you, and they can click on your picture to get more information about you as well. Once they've chosen who they want to do the shoot for them, the details will pull up here, and the customer will then confirm them and move forward. And of course, after that, and after you've been hired, you'll go out and you'll do the shoot. And when the shoot's complete and you've uploaded your images to the client's dashboard, this is what they'll see. They'll have the ability to select their photos and then be prompted with some upsells. So in this particular case here, after they can check these white boxes here and select the photos that they want to download, they'll be prompted to decide whether they want to buy more photos individually or buy them all. In this particular case, the customer has decided to buy them all. And so the total here you can see, and then the client is prompted to continue through and download their photos. But before they can do that, they have to leave you a review. This is critical in the process, of course, for everybody, because it can let future clients get a good feel for what other customers thought. And we make sure that the reviews are real. Not anybody can come and leave a review. It's only from your actual clients, so it's a very trusted marketplace that we're building. And it also gives you a chance to make sure that you earn a review for every job, so that way you can continue to build your profile, its credibility, and really solidify your place with Togally. And then, of course, after the review is done, the payment and the transaction happens. We direct deposit 80% of those fees into your bank account. And Togally keeps 20% of the fees, of course, because generating all the leads does cost money. And we want to keep the engine running and make sure our main goal to create as many paying jobs as possible is fulfilled. And that's how we accomplish that. Now, I'm going to, before I go into the features and benefits, I want to introduce Jason to you and let him take it from here. He is a photographer, as I mentioned, and has been for a really long time. So I think it's important in terms of connection to have the right people presenting the right things. So Jason, thanks for joining us today, and go ahead and pass it over to you now.
Thank you, John. Thanks everyone for coming out. I'm really excited to walk you through these features and benefits that we've put a lot of time and effort to make both your life as a photographer a lot easier and simplify the processes for you. So let's start with the most important thing, and that would be free leads. So what do we mean by free leads? Well, we do all the marketing for you. We drive those job postings and allow you to simply apply for the jobs that you want and let clients choose you based on your portfolio. So there's no upfront fees, there's no monthly fees, there's no expense upfront to pursue any of those leads. So just kind of give you a quick glimpse. Here's what you'll see when you log in. You'll click on the browse when you're logged in, and you'll be able to search jobs in your area by tapping in your zip code, and you'll be able to see jobs that might be of interest to you. So if anything is that you are interested in, you want to look into, you simply click the title, and you'll be provided the details and all the information. You can ask questions. You can apply to this job. You can see the other applications that have applied for the job as well. And once you're ready, all you have to do is click apply, and you are now in front of that prospective client to give them the opportunity to discover you, your work, and potentially hire you for the job. And as John mentioned earlier, they can message you, they can communicate with you back and forth through the system. And once they've made their hiring decision and they request you, you will then receive a job request via email and both in your account as well, where you'll be able to review the offer and review the details, review how much you can earn from this particular job, the location of the job, any additional details that the client has provided. And you simply just click accept this job, and you are now hired for this opportunity to go take this person's pictures. You also have the right to decline the job if anything is not up to what you expected, or maybe you're not available anymore. You are allowed to decline the job. So we put you in control of what jobs you want to take. Now moving on to instant online credibility. Something that we've done is we provide you a profile to get instant online presence. And what no other company has been able to offer photographers is guaranteed reviews for every single job that you do. So every time, as John showed you, a job is completed, a client has to leave you a review. So for every job, you're earning reviews. Over my years of being a photographer, I've done thousands and thousands of jobs, and I only have like 30-something reviews on my Yelp page. So you probably understand that it's hard to get those reviews, so we simplify that process for you. You also have a reputable brand supporting you and giving you free exposure. We have amazing relationships with national vendors that will help add to the credibility of you being on this site and help clients feel more comfortable hiring photographers on this site. And it's just an amazing support structure for you. And as far as an example of your online profile, this is an example of one of our photographers here in San Diego who's doing a stellar job and has been hired dozens of times on the sites, already completed 25 jobs. And I'm going to walk you through how to create an optimized stellar portfolio. So let's talk about free online storage and sharing. So there's no additional software you have to download. There's no storage fees. There's no add-on fees of any kind. You as a photographer on our site get everything absolutely for free, and you simply just go out, shoot a job, and edit the photos as you normally would, and you upload them to your Togally account, and you're able to instantly share them with your client. So you don't have to sit there and create a gallery, create all these functions and settings, and then send a separate email to your client. You simply just upload, and now your client has access to that gallery instantly. And the client will be notified of when their gallery of images is available. So we simplify that entire process, saving you time and hassle, and the fact that you don't need an external third-party software to store the images or share the images. We do include payment processing in our our marketing fees so that you don't have to pay any additional out-of-pocket fees for credit card processing. So how it works is that when a client requests you on our site, we require that they put in their credit card information. So once they do that and you accept the job, we'll actually charge the money at that point to their card. You go, shoot the job, capture those memories, edit and upload the photos, and we store those photos forever. What that means is you and the client will have those photos stored on our servers forever, as long as you have an account with us. It's a huge value to you and the customer. And once the customer has downloaded those photos, as John mentioned earlier, you get paid. So that transaction will get processed and the money will be direct deposited into your bank account within 2 to 5 business days. And you pay no processing fees. Now, we provide you some essential marketing materials, things like business cards. We have a really awesome referral program that we'll be able to get into later, and a step-by-step guide to help you get the most from your profile. This is so valuable. Being a business owner for so many years as a photographer, it's very hard to kind of get out there and know how to market yourself and put yourself out there. So we want to give you guys the opportunity, the materials you'll need to help drive you more jobs. And it's a win-win-win across the board by providing these materials. Because as we come to your city and start providing jobs in your city, we need quality photographers that know how to use Togally and have reviews built into already on their profile. So we want to help you earn those reviews so that when we come to your city and start driving jobs to your city, you'll already have reviews and be more likely to get hired once we come there. And like I was just saying, it's all about reviews. Clients want to hire trusted togs, and trusted togs have stellar reviews. And I want to show you your 2 ways of getting those reviews. So you can either apply for jobs and get hired through the system. But as I mentioned earlier, we might not be marketing in your city yet, so you won't have jobs to apply to. So you have the flexibility to send your clients agreements through Togally, and I'm going to walk you through how you could do that to help earn some reviews so that when we come to your city, you'll have those reviews. So when you log into your account, you'll see something very similar to this, and you'll see a Send New Agreement. It's a little link off to the side here, and when you click that, you'll be prompted to fill out a very brief form, very simplified details, where you'll be allowed to enter anything about your shoot, custom pricing, any packages you want. You set the terms by yourself, and then you send it to your client, through our system, and the client receives an email very similar to this, where they can review the agreement and review the details and submit their payment information to run it through Togally. And this is extremely valuable because now the client gets all the benefits of having there's images stored for life, a simple viewing gallery, and you get the benefits of a simple process flow for yourself, as well as guaranteeing that you get that review. And that's so important to earn those reviews. So I do want to mention, as we probably will get some questions about this, we do have a special offer going on right now where if you use our send agreement feature, the first 5 times you use it, there will be no commission whatsoever. And the reason why we're doing that is because we want you to earn those reviews, and we want nothing to restrict you from doing so. So we want to offer these absolutely free. You only pay the typical 3% credit card processing fees as you would with any other service. And this will allow you to go out, charge your clients whatever you normally charge them, send them an agreement, run them through Togally, get those reviews, and you won't pay any commission on those first 5 jobs that you do by sending agreements. So I really recommend you take advantage of that and be able to, take advantage of the send agreement feature. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about the Togally community. Having built one of the largest communities here in San Diego of thousands and thousands of photographers, I really understand the value of bringing photographers together, and both in the online and in person. And one thing we'll be doing is creating communities in every major local city, every major city, to allow for you guys to connect in person, share tips and tricks, learn from free tutorials and content that we provide, and be able to provide input and suggestions to make Togally better. Because one thing's for sure is we want relationships with our photographers. We're doing things a little bit differently than what most companies do, and we want to make sure that we have a close relationship, to make sure that you guys know that we're listening to you and that we're making improvements to help make the site better for you, the site better for customers, and just make it a win-win all across the board. So we'll have more information as we grow, and as you guys stay on our email list, we'll provide more information about how you can get involved and participate in these communities. And most importantly, we're on Facebook now, where you can join togsoftogally.com Facebook group. So just kind of this is a quick recap of our features and benefits. More than happy to answer any questions about these as we get into the Q&A. But I really thank you for kind of paying attention during these features and benefit parts. And now I want to move on to getting started and what your next steps are. So creating a free profile is a first step, and it's super easy to do, and you'll get access to the full suite of features instantly after you create your profile. So why is your profile so important and vital to your success? Well, it's your first impression. It's a prospective client's first opportunity to know who you are, what makes you stand out, and get a feel for your personality, who you are, what your style is as a photographer, and and be able to make this a better experience for both parties. And it's your optimized website and #1 marketing tool for bringing in business. You don't have to be a expert marketer. You have everything built in for you to grow your business and grow your clientele. So here's a profile that I showed you earlier. This is Paula. She's been one of our photographers since the beginning and has done a stellar job of standing out and showing off who she is and her creativity and making clients feel very comfortable hiring her. The screenshot's a little outdated. She's been hired close to 40 times on our site and has completed over 25 jobs. And she's doing really well, loves using the service, and keeps coming back. And it's really amazing to have people like Paula And we wanted to show you how you can have a profile just like hers to show off your creativity and what's unique. So I want to walk you through what makes a stellar profile. So first, it's a clear and presentable headshot image. This is the first way you're able to connect with a prospective customer. They want to see who you are, what you look like, so that when they invite you, to take a photo shoot at the park, birthday party, a wedding, event, wherever it may be, they want to know who you are as a person and what to expect when you show up for the shoot. So provide them a professional headshot that clearly identifies who you are and makes you look very presentable. The second most important part is a comprehensive cover image that displays your best work. Now, you can upload a single image, and that's totally acceptable, but what we've seen do really well is what Paula did here to kind of show off her creativity of creating a stellar portfolio of her images all in one collage at the top. And she shows off, what kind of work she does, family portraits, newborn, wedding, maternity, and kind of gives a prospective client a quick glimpse as to what makes her profile great and what she specializes in. Then you have a descriptive about me section that you get the opportunity to communicate with your prospective client. Tell your story, who you are, how you're unique, and why they should choose you. We recommend spending a decent amount of time thinking about this and coming up with some ways to connect with that prospective client. Tell them why you love photography, why you love working with certain clients and building those relationships with them, because this is where they can really have the opportunity to connect with you. And just about every prospective client wants to know who you are. They always go to the About Me section to know about who you are. So don't just leave them with 1 or 2 sentences. They'll pass on by you. But if you have a good 6, maybe 9 sentences or so about who you are, it gives them a quick glimpse as to what makes you unique. Okay. And last but not least, of course, is your portfolio. Your portfolio is your opportunity to show off your best work. And we built it in a way to allow you to upload different categories that you specialize in. Now, I do understand that we do not have every single category in photography, and that's for specific reasons, and we may expand later on, but at this point in time, you have these categories available to you that you'll be able to click through when you're creating your portfolio. And we require that you upload at least 12 images in each category. And the reason why we require 12 is because clients need at least some kind of idea of the consistency and quality of your work. And through our research, we found that 12 images is able to communicate that. Now, you can upload more, and we encourage it. As of right now, you can upload up to 24 images. And we encourage that you max that out if you can. And you want to show diversity in terms of clientele and, but consistency in your style. Ultimately, we let you decide what is best for you to show off. And as long as you're uploading relevant images to the categories that you do it for, so like in family portraits, you only see family portrait images, maternity only shows maternity pictures, and so on, then you'll be good to go. So that covers the main steps of your profile. And I just want to briefly go over your next steps. So obviously go and complete your profile. That's the #1 thing you need to do right now. We want you to be a part of the community, and we'll send you a link after this webinar of how to join the community. On Facebook, you can go right now and just search togally.com and request to join. And go out there and earn your first review. As I'll get to in just a moment, it's extremely important that we get you as photographers out there building up your reviews. So the sooner you have those, the sooner we'll be able to come to your city and start bringing you jobs. And something I want to briefly touch on is the opportunity to apply to become a Togally community leader. I was mentioning community earlier, and we're going to need photographers in every city stepping up and becoming our Togally community leaders. And there's a lot of perks that come with being a Togally community leader. I wouldn't necessarily call it a volunteer position. We definitely take care of you, and we have a lot of opportunities for you to become a respectable leader in your community, help other photographers like yourself, and be able to build a strong sense of community in your area and help your fellow photographers. So if you go to togally.com and log in, you'll see a training link, and you'll be able to find the application to become a Togally leader. As we go into different cities, we'll be reaching out to those that have applied. So last but not least, before we get to Q&A, we'll be coming to your city soon, and I want to set the expectation. So we need at least 100 to 150 photographers in each city in order to turn on the marketing machine. So we encourage you to tell your friends and get as many photographers in your community signed up, because as soon as you have 100 to 150 photographers, or roughly around 10 photographers per category, we'll be able to come in and start marketing and driving jobs to your city. And what's also going to really help you and get more jobs is by earning those reviews using the send agreement feature. Because the more photographers we have using that send agreement feature in the beginning, the more reviews we'll have and the more credible the site will be for prospective clients coming and wanting to hire you, because you'll have trusted ratings and reviews. So we got a lot of questions coming in, and I encourage you guys to go ahead and fill out your questions. We'll give you guys a minute or two to fill out your questions, and then we'll go through and start answering as many as we can. We've got a couple more minutes. We're a little behind. We're hoping to end around 6:30, 6:40, so we'll hang out as long as we can to answer these questions.